Donna, you've noticed I do not use as much toilet paper as I used to use.
That's true.
Because I've skipped a few steps.
Yeah, you've gone to the rose wipes.
It doesn't. You don't have to use paper all the time.
Oh,
You
and
can use other
forewarning
things.
for everyone, I am out of toilet paper here, so.
Bobby, you got toilet paper?
No
Wow,
toilet
you
paper,
couldn't
so-
tell me when
I'm
I was
just
on the way?
well,
I mean, that's kind of
now.
disgusting, Bobby, that you're wiping your ass with your
Well, I'm
hand. Or your,
specifically letting you know.
and that's what that odor is, Donna. And it's not coming from upstairs
From the
where John
daddy.
St. John
It's
is still
definitely
alive.
coming from you. Okay.
I'm not
Oh, he's
saying-
still alive? He's still alive, bro?
Hey, I've been scrubbing.
Okay, let's-
you know what? This
let's
is a
just the
communication
intro.
breakdown is what this fucking is. We
Yeah.
are not on the same page anymore.
No.
We have been changed by that whole John Mark Karr expose.
Yes.
You befriending him. You betraying
We're not
him.
talking
I don't
about
know. You ain't
We're not talking
Crazy.
about him anymore, okay? We're not
Please.
talking about him anymore.
Thank
Let's
God.
move it on. This is 65, guys. Episode
God. He,
65.
like, got
Episode
my
65?
head.
We can
Yeah.
finally be president of the United States now.
No, that's 35. You got that wrong.
35 is the number. Yeah, 65.
65. So, Ed, guess what? You know what just happened this past weekend?
What's that?
CrimeCon 2025.
CrimeCon?
Yep, in
CrimeCon.
Denver.
Was
And-
Darkwing Duck there?
No, but John Ramsey was, and so were some of our friends, like
wow.
Cotton Star and JT Colfax.
Oh my God, a real friend.
Yeah, we also got some new news, guys. That's pretty
Oh my
pretty
God.
exciting, but I
Bobby,
don't
you wait, hold on. You gotta stop. You can't. This is too much exciting things.
Oh,
this is
man.
like JonBenét today is back in its beautiful, charming form.
Oh, yeah.
Where we're just
Oh, yeah,
breaking news. Like we're gangbusters running a train on the Statue of Liberty.
Okay, no, that's too much.
Graphic,
Calm it down.
graphic.
But you know what? I love the excitement, and we're gonna keep that going through the
Yeah.
intro because
Tons
we got a
of
great
energy.
episode for you guys. So stick around. Let's get it started.
Let's get it started. Bobby is back on track. He
Oh my
is.
God.
He's back on the wagon, and he's not a scary person no more. And we are so thrilled. Let's do it. I'm Teddy Ronald Reagan Disvecchia.
I haven't had a drink in 3 months, and I'm Bobby Pavlovsky.
And this is
JonBenét
today. All right, guys.
Beep, beep.
CrimeCon 2025.
Oh
Unfortunately, we did not get to go to this one.
no, we didn't.
We couldn't
It's all right.
partake.
It's,
Yeah.
it's okay. We didn't fail at not going.
Yeah.
We decided we didn't want to go.
We might go next year.
We'd love to.
Definitely want to do that crime cruise. you
Yeah.
know?
Oh
Yeah,
my
that'd be
God!
fun.
Yes.
Be a lot of
Can
fun.
you imagine Teddy on a cruise? You
Yeah,
would
there would
just,
be a-
like,
there would be
your
a real-
shirts would be amazing. Oh,
There'd
my
be a
God.
real murder mystery on there because Teddy
yeah.
would definitely end up
oh
killing
only
an old
murders
woman.
in the cruise. Yeah.
I mean, it's a fact that every cruise, one woman dies,
Mm-hmm.
and it's usually in the Bahamas or Bermudas. It's usually someone who's like listening to a Queen Latifah cassette
Yeah.
tape
Yeah.
on a Walkman,
Okay.
and they're not paying attention to their surroundings. And they're feeling really, self-empowered because Queen Latifah makes really powerful music for people.
These are
to
the
be
victims that
aspiring.
you profile?
Yeah, that's what.
Interesting.
It's tales old as crime.
Very specific. Very specific. So moving
Anyway.
moving on. CrimeCon took place this weekend, but just to give you guys a little primer, if you're new here, we did an expose on CrimeCon last year.
Yeah.
You can check that episode out. I'll have a little button that pops up right here.
Click the button.
Click the
Button.
button.
You can
Watch
come
that.
back.
Watch
I mean-
that first. But if you don't want to, we'll give you a brief rundown here. We found that Kevin Balfe, the guy who runs CrimeCon,
Uh-huh.
is the one back in 2022 who started the justice.org petition for JonBenét,
That's right.
petitioning the governor of Colorado to have basically the BPD turn the evidence over to
Yeah.
some other agency
Yeah.
or someone
Take
else.
To
action.
do DNA testing.
Or to turn it over to Othram, as they say.
That's
in the
right,
petition,
Othram.
which is the DNA testing lab that also partners with CrimeCon.
Yeah.
They have their 4Tech convention for lawmakers, law enforcement
Did Bobby just say come?
convention.
Oh, convention.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's
No,
it's
he
a
did
classic case of you scratch my back, I wash yours. And where
Yeah.
it's like definitely bizarre the participation of the people who created these things and also even like the people that decide the collaborations of things and then what they also are getting out of it.
Exactly, because John Ramsey's been shilling for Othram for quite a while.
Right.
And then we found his meeting with the Boulder police in January of this year. They basically made the stipulation because John brought an Othram rep with him.
Yeah.
And
As like an independent DNA testing site
Wow.
person.
And John
Cozy.
we found after the meeting said to everybody, the BPD is basically worried that the DNA company, Othram, would be trying to do it for press, and they don't want anyone to be doing it for press. So that's kind of like a stipulation. So since then, we've noticed that John has been not mentioning Othram at all. He's just been saying they need to do this independent testing. That's this special genealogical testing.
He's trying to make it more appealing for to say the Boulder Police Department. I don't know. I'm not doing it for no press by not talking about it to the press.
And John Ramsey was not initially supposed to go to CrimeCon, so that brings us to our first bit of information here. This is back in August.
Okay.
Back in August, it was announced, oh, hey, we got John Ramsey. He's coming. And guess what? He's bringing his friends Paula Woodward and Hal Haddon.
Hal Haddon?
Yes, which is the Ghislaine attorney and Ramsey family attorney.
Yeah.
Who wrote his own oral history online. You can find the PDF on his website where he wrote
He thinks
own.
very highly of himself.
Oh my God. What?
So the whole gang was there, is announced. But that ended up being problematic for this filmmaker who had already purchased a booth there.
A filmmaker have money?
Yeah. Well,
independent.
A little bit.
That is
a little bit.
surprising.
Booth money.
This documentary filmmaker guy made this documentary called JonBenet's Tricycle.
Oh.
Let's take a look here.
Okay.
I collect so many things just to save it. And then I see this tricycle. It is JonBenét Ramsey's tricycle, is what it is.
Does it feel weird to you? I mean, does it feel heavy?
Geraldo Rivera and everyone else turned JonBenét's murder into a piece of pop culture. I mean, Andrew didn't invent that.
Sometime that night in the home with Santa Claus and candy canes, JonBenét was killed.
TV is this magic thing that's it makes something bigger than it is. It's the candy cane from TV, right?
One of my gifts, which is why I'm here, is psychometry, whereas you hold an object and you get images.
Can a psychic read an object and tell us something about the person that it used to belong to?
That's fun. Definitely a feeling of being grabbed by the throat.
I think of Bruce Springsteen.
This feels unsolved to me. Is this unsolved? Do you know that?
We were filming the tricycle from across the street, and a girl walks up and gets on the trike and starts riding it. And this happened multiple times. This was when Andrew Novick may be the most despised man on the net.
And it's almost as if it's got its own, it wants to tell its own story.
I mean, who's the audience? I mean, audience response.
I need to be fair.
The quotes were wild.
What the
fascinating, interesting.
Yeah. So
documentary.
That guy was going to be selling copies of his documentary at the CrimeCon.
Oh, okay.
But once they booked John Ramsey, they were like, "Hey, buddy, we're canceling your booth. Here's your money back."
I mean, I'm shocked he was that. That's just crazy.
Who?
That guy? Yeah, I'm shocked that that was enough of a reason for him to be able to be there. Was just this weird tricycle.
The guy was probably gonna have a booth there where he's selling DVDs, and he's probably gonna have the tricycle there. But I guess they have the candy canes too in that documentary.
Yeah, I mean,
so
he got all
weird.
kinds of things.
I love the lady's Bruce Springsteen. Bruce Springsteen, and he included that in the trailer, so it shows he's got a sense of humor.
It's definitely a really.
I might watch it actually. Now.
It's a full-throated debut by a promising documentarian from 10 years ago.
Yeah. But it also just kind of shows too where Kevin Balfe, again the guy from CrimeCon, where his allegiance lies.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, hey, we don't want
obviously.
anything that might be,
Right, falls
John
in
walks
line.
around. We don't want anything like that.
Or maybe there was a request put in where they were like, "No, we won't have anything like this," and you got to just take care of whatever might, run in interference with, blah, 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 blah. And then they were like, well, we got this one booth of this guy who's got JonBenet's tricycle. And blah, 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 blah.
I'm sure they knew just to take care of it.
It's so wrong.
All right. Well, hey, actually, we're recording this after we already recorded the episode because we got a special update.
Yeah.
That's like a piggyback.
I got a really important update that.
Well, okay.
What?
Well, let me go first.
You got an update too?
Yeah, well, I watched the movie that we just talked about, JonBenet's Tricycle. But okay, what's yours?
All right. Well, that's fantastic. But I just learned that I can taste through my penis.
No.
I got taste buds on the tip of my penis fermented.
How did you learn that?
Wait.
Because I was rubbing onions on it to try to get rid of some of the growths.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I could taste onion.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And then my started to cry a little.
Oh.
It went on pray nothing. It was a tear.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
It was like a lubrication.
I wasn't going to ask.
Ugh.
It's not pre-cum that comes out of your eyes. Just like it's not squirting when women have orgasms. It's just pee.
It's mostly pee, yeah.
Is it pee?
Mostly pee.
Oh my god.
What's your update?
I said it already. It was that I actually watched JonBenet's Tricycle.
Oh my god, he didn't invite us, Donna, even though we live upstairs.
I mean, I was here.
We're always.
Like, you know, whatever.
Did you watch it?
No, she was just in the other room hanging out.
You are such a lazy fucking investigator, Donna. You can't even be sitting in the same room when they're talking about JonBenet's fucking Tricycle.
All right, settle down.
She never learned how to ride a bike.
I even tried to like go to it. I'd be like, oh wow. And then just dead silence.
Oh my God.
Not a, what was it? Just
Not even
the
a-
crunching of my food. in
What
the
was
other
I
room.
doing?
I mean, you were busy. I mean, you tell me what you were doing.
Wait,
Were you
when did you?
tasting onions with your pee?
That's
Day
probably
was
what was
it? What day
happening
was
because I
it?
think I remember now, like the sound of like a tricycle bell while I was in the bathroom because the vent. I mean, I can listen to your shits, Bobby.
Oh.
When I'm up there, hanging out in the bathroom.
You know, yeah, you can hear
That
more
doesn't,
than
that
you
doesn't
want.
connect to my bathroom, so I don't know what you're hearing, but that's not my shit.
Is that your shit?
Oh. I thought.
Is it when you orgasm? You sound like you're grunting.
Oh
Like,
dear God! I hope
sounds
not.
like Fred Flintstone got a stubbed toe while he was driving his car.
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm practicing Tantra, so, you know, I haven't orgasmed in months.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Are you?
And you're not
Are
drinking?
you sustaining an erection right
Oh my
now, like
God,
a
what's
sting
wrong with
boner?
you?
No.
Are you
42
dying?
80
Do you have
48
cancer?
hours.
Like, are they saying you can't have this stuff?
I don't know. I don't go to
Eddie
the doctor.
Murphy.
Dear God.
He had really long boners.
Oh.
Not like extremely long in length, but like length of time.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. I was like, length? Like, really?
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, go back to the Phoenicians, the Assyrians, they didn't always have like chisels or pencils or ballpoint pens.
Okay, let's
They
get
had
back on
to use,
topic.
you know,
Let's get back
Erection
on topic.
shadows. All right.
I have I got
JonBenet's Tricycle.
I got a couple timestamps here that I just wanted to show you guys that I thought were interesting from the movie.
Oh.
And also that Bruce Springsteen thing that we laughed at in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot more apt in the movie.
Really?
Here's something
Cinema.
I thought that was really fun. Not funny, but it was actually just really apt, and it's from the director's friend.
One thing I think you have to think about whenever you look at anything ugly is that, you know, we're fascinated by the ugly. We're fascinated by tragedy. We're fascinated by horror, and we don't want to get too close to us. So pop culture is a great way to keep it behind glass. I always think it's funny at the Renaissance Festival in Colorado, you know, where people with their giant turkey legs and jousting and, you know, gay merriment, that one of the exhibits is a place where you pay money and you can go see Torture Chamber, and it's, you know, rats eating people's intestines and people being roasted alive and having their fingers cut off. And you just think about that. It's just horrible. I mean, it's unbelievably horrible, and most of it, as far as I know, is based on history, but there are parents taking their kids through this stuff, laughing at it. It's the funniest thing in the world. And so, in a way, you know, making horror into culture and then into popular culture may just be a way of taking all the ugliness out of what's ugly and letting it become normal so we can deal with it.
Oh, wow. That's a really good attempt at being really philosophically insightful.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I mean, first and foremost,
Not as
there aren't a
simple as
bunch
you.
of gay married men in the Renaissance Festival.
That's not what he said. Gay
'Cause
merriment.
Gayness was
Merriment.
invented until Shakespeare. Yeah,
Teddy, no.
Romeo and
No,
Juliet.
no,
They
gay-
were both men.
Gay Mary
They weren't
men.
named men. They were men. But the other thing I want to just quickly say before we move on to the next clip is that this director's friend guy, I mean, it's really insightful, some of what he says, but it's not necessarily about taking the ugliness or something out. It's about taking out the danger of something that is still, when we have the senses of fear or unease or, you know, disgust. These are senses that are biologically wired in us as across a preponderance of time through, you know, the shedding and the successive waves and the overall sort of flow in direction of evolution, the survival of, you know what I mean, a species as to adapted to their environments over time.
Evolving.
Yeah. And we need to be in touch with those sensations. We go to horror movies because we need to know what fear feels like to kind of like sharpen the knife, the tool. But we don't want to actually get killed by no Freddy Kruegers or no Michael Myers.
No, we don't.
No. It's just like when I watch Roseanne, I don't actually want to be around stinky, poopy-butted, blue-collar people who are loud all the time and eat like
that house did seem like it stunk.
Yeah, it probably stunk a lot. I mean, it's a small house.
Like animal.
I mean, the poop fragrance.
Like the actual
alone.
set too. And they'd be like, why does this like Roseanne?
It just always
Roseanne insisted on a real toilet so she
has
can
a corner. She has a whole corner.
She's just got a really bad GI thing going on, so she smells terrible. So she figures if she just makes the whole set smell like shit, no one
can talk about it.
She always has some undigested
like
blueberries coming out of her asshole before the turd.
No,
and it's like, okay, what is this? Like a train conductor?
Just like pepper.
Like a little Veggie Tales. Hey, this is the story of God and the immovable bow.
So moving on here,
right.
This one I just wanted to play just because of the shot that they went and got in Boulder. I cannot believe they had the balls to go do this.
Oh my god!
Just for B-roll. For those of you that are just listening to the show, it is a little girl dressed up in all pink riding around a tricycle in front of the Boulder Police Department.
Boulder Police? Wow! Wow! Right in front of the place.
Oh my god!
Is that a little person, lady? A midget thing? Person?
No, actually, I don't think so. No.
Can we play a clip?
It's not, because there's a point where they're trying to do the same thing outside the Ramsey home, and then the garage door opens, and somebody picks the girl up and starts running with her. So
like snatches her?
You can still pick up a midget.
Okay, little person.
Bobby, let me see. Play the clip. The audience demands it.
The clip of what? That other one?
Of the little girl, a midget person.
On the bike
Right in the
again?
tricycle.
Okay,
With her club foot and her big
in front of the
pink pony club or whatever the fuck.
She's going to keep on dancing.
Chop around.
Oh my god,
No,
you
it's
can
just a
almost
child.
see a Prescott just saying.
It's disgusting,
Jesus,
but that's
Donna.
also a
Wow, that was
Donna,
just so
what the
inappropriate.
fight?
What?
Why are you drawing the attention to this little girl's crotch, which is slightly revealed?
Now we got to blur it so that people don't go back.
I know.
It should have been blurred in the first place.
Play it a third time, but blur it out.
We're not playing it again. It's not a little person.
All right.
It's a little person as in it's a child.
It's a little, well, that's debatable.
This,
It might help you determine, but just
I don't think
saying.
children got rights.
It was a pretty tame documentary. This for me was a weird moment for me.
I also have microwave popcorn that belonged to the Ramseys.
Okay. All right. All right. Tell me about the popcorn.
Yeah, it's like unpopped bag of popcorn still in the cellophane.
It's just one bag and it hasn't been popped yet?
I don't really want to say much about it.
How did he get that bag of popcorn?
Yeah, he doesn't. He does not elaborate on how he got that bag of popcorn.
How can he prove the
God,
provenance
like
of
on
it? Does he got a
eBay or
certificate of
something?
authenticity?
I mean, he's from Boulder, so that's why. Because basically the documentary, he got that tricycle, and he basically just picked it up from the trash.
Oh my god!
It was sitting out. And then later in the documentary, find the Globe tabloid that shows the picture of the trash pile sitting out, including the tricycle that he has.
Oh,
But yeah, the setup is they take a bunch of mediums.
Yeah.
And they have them all independently without telling them what the objects are. Look at the JonBenét stuff.
Oh.
And it's really interesting the amount that like they all have the same kind of like
it's all
reaction.
JonBenét items?
Yeah.
They don't have to guess which one is JonBenét or not?
They're not even told that
know.
it has anything to do with JonBenét.
Oh.
So some of them even pick up on I feel like this was involved in an unsolved murder.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But a lot of the people said the same stuff, for the same questions or
wow.
into it.
And they didn't know each other?
I think there's more than meets the eye, and I'm not just talking about transsexuals.
But this is we're gonna play the Bruce Springsteen scene.
Okay.
Maybe something with smaller, more bungalow kind of place.
Wow, a lot of information on this one.
It feels like it has a cement steps outside, like you come down 3 or 4 cement steps, but it does feel like it has a brick facade or maybe even all brick.
I feel like they were going through a really hard time.
I think of Bruce Springsteen, hard worker.
Okay, so she didn't say hard worker in the trailer, but we just heard Bruce Springsteen. They don't elaborate on this in the documentary, but my interpretation of that is those were the candy canes that were out front of the Ramsey's home.
Yeah.
If you remember, the groundskeeper, his last time being there was December 18th, and that was the last time he saw JonBenét, and the only reason he was there is because he stopped to adjust the candy cane.
Oh my God, he was the last one to touch him.
And that guy looks like fucking Bruce Springsteen.
Oh my God, and he's a blue-collar, hard-working man.
Hard worker.
Puts food on the table for his family.
Best kind.
And you got to show your father some respect because he didn't go to college, but he's made everything happen so that you could do it. I'm sorry the neoliberals and the autocrats and the Russians have been degraded the value of public education, and that the fact that AI is taking over every position, but God, for 20 years, your father wanted something better for you, and he adjusted those candy canes. I'm so sorry. What are we talking about?
Bruce Springsteen.
He looks like Bruce Springsteen. The psychic said Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, how lucky.
Yeah. Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. They don't, touch on that in this because he says he's not really that familiar with
I think
the
that's
case.
really fascinating. What you think, Donna?
I think so, yeah.
What do you have to say about it?
I mean, I just like, I don't know, whatever.
So as a part of this update,
even the cat
what
hates
made me
her.
even want to give this a watch is because Trisha Griffiths, the lady that runs Web Sleuths,
Trisha
did a Web Sleuths live over the weekend.
Did they?
Yeah, she had Cotton Star on as a guest and also the director of this this film.
Really? The guy with the crazy hairs is still crazy?
Yeah, and this is the guy, again, we just talked about this a couple minutes ago, but he got kicked out of CrimeCon, basically.
Yeah.
So here's him giving his side of that.
Did you get a booth at CrimeCon? Did you buy one or did you try to buy one? What happened?
No, I registered and, got the booth, got the, they charged my credit card or whatever. Cost like $1,200.
Yeah.
And my goal was to have a booth with the Blu-rays, and I have some merch like patches and pins and stuff, and and I started getting emails from CrimeCon about oh, we're announcing the speakers and stuff. It was I was getting the emails, but I never got an email that said like, oh, for all you vendors in the expo hall, here's when you show up and here's how you load in and whatever. It's like only a couple weeks before I wrote them, and I was like, hey, when do you let us know how to load in? And then that's when I got the email saying, oh, hey, sorry, we really apologize, but we watched your movie and we feel like because members of the Ramsey family are going to be present, we are feeling like we shouldn't have your booth, so we're going to refund you, and thanks but no thanks. So I wrote them back an email. I was like, oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. I really think you should reconsider, and here's why. This movie is about what CrimeCon is about. It's about the pop culture and everyone's like extreme interest in true crime and unsolved crime, and we all want to be there and solve it and help and like espouse our opinions. I was like, that's what the movie's about. It's not about who done it with as far as like the John Ramsey goes or whatever. And so I don't really think they watched it, but I said, please respond, please reconsider. They didn't write me back. I wrote them in like a week later or several days later, no response. And I said, if I don't get a response, I'm going to have to resort to further measures. I didn't really say what that was. It was kind of a veiled threat, I guess. And so then, I wrote to our local weekly kind of entertainment paper called Westward and told them the story, and they wrote it up, and CrimeCon was not very happy with that. So, I still hadn't heard from them. So I went ahead and, they did refund me, and I was like, well, we should go. I want to go to this John Ramsey panel. I still want to meet the people. It was a rare opportunity that CrimeCon was going to be in Denver, my town. So we got day passes for the Saturday. We got up to, I show my QR code at the register, and the woman just says like, oh, hold on a minute, and she just like walks away. Like she just disappears for like a couple minutes, or it seemed like a couple minutes. We went to the person next to her with his register or whatever, and we tried to log in. He's like, oh, it's not going through for some reason. Then this woman comes back and she goes, someone's going to come talk to you. Go stand over there and wait.
Wow.
And so we're just like, what's going on? And my partner Mariah, she's like, oh, we're in trouble. And I'm like, no, it's just a glitch or whatever. But sure enough, the CEO of CrimeCon was standing there, and he was kind of lurking around behind us. And then a guy came up who introduced himself as the safety officer, / cop or whatever, security. And he goes, can you step over here? And we stepped into like outside the doors of this lobby area. And the CEO gave us a stern talking to. He's like, I'm not going to disallow you from coming in, but I want you to know we weren't happy that you went to the media. And I said, I did. I went to the media. I wrote and asked you to have a conversation about it, and you wouldn't. And he goes, well, yeah, you did, but we weren't happy about it. And he said, we're going to let you in, but we're going to be watching you, and we want to make sure you behave. And we would rather you not have any contact with John Ramsey or any of the Ramsey family.
What? What in the George Costanza Orwell? I mean, the tactics. Okay, first and foremost, even though this guy is very like loquacious and just keeps going on and loves to hear himself talk.
Yeah.
And he talked about that magazine, that local magazine, Westward, which he also featured his band in that clips from the Tricycle movie.
Yeah.
So it's probably something that's just like some stupid little
we know Westward.
local part.
No, we know Westward. Westward's very good.
Westward's good.
Westward's good.
I mean, I love Westward. And maybe they'll write about ice.
They make really long, like Rolling Stone type articles about the Ramsey case.
Oh my God.
We've cited them a lot. So.
Forgive me, Westward.
That's insane.
But
we're friends.
The fact that he wasn't able to get any clear communication on behalf of the CrimeCon organizers or heads of whatever until he had to kind of resort to his own sort of almost like, defense of just, people go to the media and publications like that when they need some sort of public scrutiny to occur, some kind of pressure so that they can get some kind of justice. You see it all the time with local news things. And like this lady hasn't, gotten her money back from these, contractors or so whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But like then the boss, the CEO, the Glenn Beck ghostwriter guy who is going like, we're going to watch you. Yeah. And you better, you better not do nothing.
You better behave.
Oh, it's like,
don't go talking to Westward while you're here.
Yeah, it's like, what in the Geppetto Gestapo is going on here?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the documentary too, they got I guess I would be fearful that he would be probably trying to have a little girl, maybe a little person, on that tricycle, trying to ride around in front of John.
That's a good point, Bobby. You should be head of security for CrimeCon.
Yeah, Kevin Bolf or Rolf. I think what is it, Bolf? Kevin Bolf. I'll do security.
Like he puts drugs up his bone?
No, I mean we don't.
A lot of bone talk this
Allegedly. Hey, come on, we're trying to get into the next.
Let's be serious.
What happens in a beef? But the point being that you cannot bring a tricycle that belonged to a crime victim to a CrimeCon. But did he have a tricycle in his arms?
Right.
No.
You're trying to get John to sign it.
So what they're really trying to do is they're really trying to protect the protected classes, the special VIP people, because in certain societies where there's a lot of inequity and inequality, the laws and everything is designed to benefit the haves and to punish and separate the have-nots.
Right. The Ramsey boys were in town. Watch out.
Right. And originally his booth was approved.
Right, they picked
But then when the Ramseys came or decided they were going to go, then it was like, nope.
It's like, save some pussy for the rest of us, right?
And also it's like John fucking Ramsey is not a Muppet baby. All right? He don't need no,
He does kind of look like Gonzo now.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
he kind of does because the nose keeps growing. Yeah. We'll talk about the nose in another episode.
No, we won't.
The point being is that we don't need to have kid gloves with these people who worked for aerospace, private government contractor kind of shits who, decided to not talk to any police days after the little girl died, who wanted to leave the fucking state the same day, the same morning of, which it's like, these are people that constantly we're supposed to, and we talked about this ages ago, earlier in this great long compendium of an investigation, of we're always supposed to give them, we're always supposed to start the game board on the tile that says, give the Ramseys all the benefit of the doubt and don't upset them. When, what does that constantly do? It buttresses them from any sort of, I don't even want to say confrontation, but even just clarity.
Scrutiny.
And just honestly, the basic kind of common sense of just communication that we all have that then gives us information with each other that we're not supposed to be able to do with these people, or you know what I mean, in a way where, because they're wealthier and it's a different rules and different expectations.
They have like an extra layer of protection.
It's like you can't have some fucking
little security blanket.
Yeah, some Gavroche,
like
with his fucking loaf of bread, spitting little breadcrumbs at you with some question about your tax filings or something.
Don't hurt my little Johnny boy. Stay away from him.
But it's like also like, okay, but what?
I'm here to meet Chris Hansen. Fuck off.
But also, it's like, in many cases, we let this happen. We let CEOs and celebrities go through secret doors. We do all this stuff. But this is the case where we're supposed to give that sort of special permission to these people when we're also relying on talking to them to get clarity on what happened the night their daughter died. And because we're denied that, we don't have that clarity.
Well, they're not having them there to give you that clarity. They're having you there to be like, no, these people are innocent. Now here's
But you'd think they'd want to talk about it. You'd think they wanted like talk. No, like if they didn't do anything, then yeah.
Well,
yeah, they'd want to be finding a fucking
time. We've been doing this for 30 years with them now, but
honestly, this Tricycle movie is is like the closest thing to a JonBenét point of view that CrimeCon would have fucking had.
I mean, maybe, I don't know, but I do watch. Go ahead and watch it, guys. JonBenét's Tricycle. It's free on Tubi. If you got that,
don't watch
or
it.
You can okay.
Just watch the clips that Bobby puts up here. We don't need to be watching none of that.
Okay, well, don't say that. That's not fair. No, watch it. The guy seems like a nice guy.
He's fine, but that doesn't mean it's a great movie. Or that
I'm not saying it's a great movie. I'm just saying if
would you recommend it to our people?
Yes, I would. If you're interested in JonBenét, I think you should watch it.
All right,
I think it's interesting.
I'm not watching it.
You don't have to watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
All right, well, hey, we're gonna go back to the rest of the show that we already recorded.
All right, cool.
All right, bye, guys.
Bye. What else is happening at the CrimeCon?
Well, and that's basically about catering to John, who is going to be coming, and leading into it, he did a lot of interviews. Well, he did one with Ashley Banfield, but we'll see that in a spurse. But let's see what John's message was going into this CrimeCon. Was it going to be the same thing that he's been spouting, or did he get a new script?
Oh,
sort of. They cleaned house in Boulder.
I think we've made some good progress with the police. They've cleaned house, basically. New police chief, good guy. Brought in a new police chief from the outside with good experience. He's a good guy. New detectives, they booted the old ones. Citizens Review Board recommended terminating 5 of their 7 detectives for poor performance.
It was recommended for termination by the Citizens Review Board.
The Citizens Review Board recommended termination of 5 of their detectives for poor performance.
That all had to happen first before anything positive could happen.
But that kind of stuff needed to happen before anything was going to change.
Now, if they'll implement the genetic research approach.
We've got to use this technique. I firmly believe that it'll solve the case.
I think there's a good chance we can find the killer.
Oh God! It pisses me off.
Well, it's a new script, and honestly, at 81, I think he is pretty impressive that he's able to.
Yeah,
he can deliver a sentence. Like,
he ain't got no liver spots. He's able to say the same thing multiple times. He's got makeup.
He's got liver spots for sure.
Oh yeah, he do got liver spots.
You can clearly see where his makeup stops.
Oh man.
For sure. The hands, they look bad.
He's got this great mortician that does his.
Look how big his ears have gotten.
His ears have always been
stretching.
He's had big ears?
Yeah, he's
it's
just
gravity.
Like falling into himself now.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, he sticks to his script. That script gets repeated. And he makes it try to sound like it's contemporaneous and spontaneous. Like it's the same fucking thing, and it's clearly rehearsed.
Well, but this isn't the same stuff he was doing last year. This is a new spiel, and the spiel is, hey, they clean house. I trust the new guy that's in there.
Yeah.
And he also told Ashley Banfield that, hey, I've got a meeting with them next week, which is going to be after CrimeCon.
Oh.
So he's got his update,
in the month of September this month?
Wow.
So, yeah. So he keeps talking about that during CrimeCon, how he's pretty excited. But also that's the message that he's trying to send is like, hey, you know, they need to do this testing, and here's him actually again shilling for Othram, which he hasn't done in a while, but he drops the actual name.
Fucking Othram.
What I'm advocating strongly is that they go to a outside lab like an Othram, whom I'm familiar with, and use the forensic genetic genealogy approach. You have to get new samples to do that because the sample has to be compatible with that. The COVID sample, which we have from, not COVID, CODIS.
CODIS, yeah.
Yeah, which is the federal database from 1997, unidentified male DNA, but it's 15 markers. And at the time, it was the only thing we had, but it's like, okay, do you match that? Nope. Okay, next. Do you match that? Well, there's 3.6 billion people in the world. We got to go through all of them. This allows you to do a family tree investigation, and it's huge, and it solved a lot of old cold cases.
Oh, they should do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Like
it sounds like.
23andMe,
But again, he's specifically been shilling for Othram, and we've heard that their testing would destroy the sample.
Yeah, yeah.
And
we just gotta kind of take their word for it.
Yeah, exactly. And they're a private lab, and so it's like I would be fine with it if they're like monitored or like you know, while it's going on, kind of thing.
Right.
But maybe not while they're partnering with the CrimeCon convention that was created by the guy who was the ghostwriter for Glenn Beck back in the early aughts.
Thank you. I forgot all about that.
You're welcome.
And again,
I remember.
On a conspiratorial side, I do, and I've made the prediction before, just in case people want to be reminded, have made the prediction that if it does end up in the hands of Othram, that I see it being a thing where, we're going to find a suspect that, like, this is a guy that killed himself.
No, obviously.
And
someone already
there's
paid.
no way to check what they did. And,
Like,
you know, samples
moving
destroyed.
on.
Chase close.
Right.
Little worried about that. But moving on, John wasn't alone at this CrimeCon.
We had a partner.
Yeah, well, we first got word of this from Mr. Cotton Star.
Cotton Star was at the CrimeCon.
Yeah, Cotton Star.
He
our
always
old friend was
goes,
there.
yeah.
He was going to try to talk to us, but he's got a pretty busy schedule today.
Oh, I get
Yeah,
it.
he's a
I
star.
get it.
Here's an Instagram post he made. Boom. Burke Ramsey is in the house.
Whoa!
There's John's wife. I'm pretty sure that might be whoever's with Burke.
Burke Ramsey looking suspiciously like J.T. Chavez.
Do you think that's his
from
girlfriend
NSYNC.
or the family publicist?
That's a publicist.
That's
for
a
sure.
publicist,
Look
Bobby.
at the dress, the pants.
She ain't no
The
wearing like
pants
no
give her
girlfriend
away.
clothes.
You're right.
Well,
You're
yeah,
right. And
those
she
are-
wouldn't have
yeah.
been like, I'm wearing this and you're going to wear jeans, Burke.
I mean,
Right, no,
he
she's
looks
on
like
the clock.
It looks like he's got the chain probably hanging out with his keys. Like he's got a lanyard.
He looks like he has a Yamaha motorbike.
He looks
and
like,
he doesn't listen to his parents because they're lame.
He looks like the coolest kid in my high school who was coming into class late or whatever.
And he's like,
Gonna say,
oh
"Come here
yeah,
again."
look at my facial hair now.
He drives a CRV. It's new.
Oh my God.
No, not Burke.
Have you
I don't
seen the
know.
back seat?
Yeah, that's wild that he was there because he's never been to a CrimeCon before.
Right.
And also, he kind of steers away from all this stuff, but I guess he had something to say.
And he's just showing up.
No, he didn't end up speaking.
What?
He didn't end up speaking. No.
He was sign languaging?
But that guy, the Sheriff John Wesley Anderson, the guy who wrote the book Lou and JonBenét, A Legendary Lawman's Quest to Solve a Child Beauty Queen's Murder.
Oh, yeah.
The one where he gets the color of the goddamn suitcase in the basement wrong.
Oh, yeah. Colors is hard, Bobby. They're hard.
Cotton Star posted a video that showed Burke and that guy chatting.
You want to get your books open and ready to go?
Scintillating.
Yeah, I feel like that looked like it was in a mirror.
So
which is hilarious.
unflattering. He
I
looks
feel like
so
Burke
dumpy.
notices every time he's filming them.
Donna, do not body shame the acclaimed author of a
Sorry, I
incorrect
can't
book.
help it. I can't help it.
Fault him for his stupid mind, not for his ugly, misshapen body.
I'm sure he has a stupid mind too.
He is doughy. That's okay.
Well, also, Trisha Griffiths of Web Sleuths fame.
Yeah.
John actually was hosting a paid meet and greet photo session after
pay
his
for a
speech.
picture.
After his speech, and she got in there.
She got a photo with him.
She did. And also, Web Sleuths, we should note too, they've also now partnered with Othram too. So,
oh,
we don't want to call it
Are you
selling out.
serious?
Wow.
Like
No,
they
but-
endorse him?
No,
Like-
but
How the mighty have fallen.
there she is, Trisha Griffiths of Web Sleuths fame,
Wow.
with Mr. John Ramsey.
Getting cozy.
Getting cozy.
So suddenly, before they have this meeting with the Boulder Police Department, where it's almost like them like checking back in like this some point in September, a month prior, it's surprisingly announced that John Ramsey's going to be at CrimeCon, where he gets to espouse this whole fucking stupid line of his, where he's like giving people the business about we got to do this genetic ancestor
Business word.
just stupid shit that Donna can't even justify and understand in her small mind.
I can't keep track. Yeah.
Shut up, God. I told you in the car. We don't want to hear you anymore.
I don't want to hear you.
Keep going.
And so it's almost like a big PR push where it's like a united front. We got all the heavy hitters. We even got Brandt. And then they can ride that wave of even just some kind of maybe a sense of like some sort of internet, social media sort of marketing or publicity or some sort of, you know what I mean? Like, like they could even print out articles and send them to the police chief and go, the people want to know because people wrote things about this guy talking about this at this place.
Right.
But it's also just like, yeah, he cozies up with these motherfuckers and, it's all so horrible because you would think with a CrimeCon, anybody that was actually a participant or a figure in a real true crime sort of event that would even be something discussed or whatever featured in something like this, that they would be going maybe in search of answers or to actually maybe provide like some sort of, I don't know, I want to say almost just like a spiritual camp counselor sort of guidance for maybe other people in their situations whose murders in their families haven't been highlighted or something. But every time John Ramsey is involved, it is this trite, stupid, rote, boring ass PR push that's so transparent.
And he's happy to be there. And also, and again, his big narrative this time was pushing the whole genealogy thing. And on that meeting, by the way, I don't think this was the regular meeting. By the way, I have reason to believe, and we'll talk about this a little later, that they scheduled this meeting.
What?
But he used this as an opportunity to be like, hey, I'm going to do this thing where we're going to push out there. Like, I like the guys, but I want you to use this company. We should do this. Yeah. We should do this testing and everything like that.
This company that's going to destroy the evidence.
Right, but we'll get back to that in just a second. Also present at CrimeCon was Mr. Gary Olive.
Gary Olive, shut up! Oh my God,
Gary!
I owe you $5.
You do.
I didn't think he was going to be there, Bobby.
Just finally, John, I was told that Gary Olivia was here today. Did you see him?
I heard that. No, he wanted to meet with me.
Yeah.
He wanted to, I was told, wanted to meet with me and apologize. What's he going to apologize for?
Who is that woman's voice saying today?
I think that was his wife, which is hilarious because that means she didn't know. And then John goes on to say, I was told, like,
and she's like,
wow.
And like, is John, you repeating old patterns, huh?
Secrets.
Communication breakdown, not talking with you.
Communication breakdown. That's right. Just like the Home Improvement episode, Bobby. You're exactly right. 100%.
Right. We just had it. Yeah.
So, again, Jar and Burke were there. Apparently, they weren't speaking or anything like that. Jar, John Andrew Ramsey, ended up making a post on the our JonBenét subreddit.
Oh.
And it was titled CrimeCon, $, Y'all, real talk. We don't make a nickel by going to CrimeCon or participating in a documentary. CrimeCon paid for my dad's hotel room. That's it. Burke paid for a ticket like everyone else, but CrimeCon found out and reimbursed him. We straight, Jar.
What the f***? Is he like a member of like the New Kids on the Block or the Beastie Boys or something?
I mean, too bad he can't make it rhyme.
He's just so goddamn cool.
Yeah. He did a collaboration with Santana in 1999, and it's just like the ocean under the moon. Shut the f*** up, Ja.
Somebody was talking about how like, they've gone before, but he corrected him and goes, this was the first time I went. Same for Burke. Why? It's a chance to talk to content creators as well as DNA labs. Also to keep a cold case in the news to keep up pressure. That is universal and not unique to our case. Go again, maybe?
And DNA labs, no. How many
DNA
DNA labs? I know, exactly.
Othram. He's like, I want to meet Othram in person.
DNA labs.
Because it's one person.
Right.
Come on.
Mr. Othram?
My God.
At one point in a conversation, he chimes in where somebody goes, John was in the Navy and had extensive knot training. I lean towards both parents covering up. Patsy did some minor staging, says goodbye to her little girl, leaves because she doesn't want to see this, of course. John does the hard part with strangulation. Jar just goes, no, he didn't. So we don't know.
Chase shows, everybody.
Right.
He knows.
Yeah. But there was a really good point in this Jar thing. Somebody points out in this Jar post, the last time I remember you popping in here was to announce that you made no money from the Netflix crockumentary. People like you really don't understand that money isn't everything. Money might have been mentioned in the sub, but if you bothered reading the room, you'd see that our biggest concern is getting justice for your sister. Not how much the family is or isn't making on these farces. It's the spreading of misinformation.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yes,
Jar,
continuing
Mr.
that message.
Cool Guy responds, so your suggestion is?
Oh, wow.
And then we have Mr. Dag Margo, 1973, comes in with a brilliant comment. He goes, I'm commenting only because you asked. My suggestion would be for your brother and your dad to talk to each other about their respective experiences that night/morning. I believe that you're capable of being objective. If it's true that they've still never talked about this, can you see how it's hard to trust that they are determined to uncover what happened? Thank you in advance. And I don't know if you guys have seen our clip, that it's a very viral clip that's going around. It's John.
It's talking about that.
Clip of John on Crime Junkies and then Burke on Dr. Phil. What John's saying.
Where they're like, we didn't talk about. Oh my god.
So I love that that's getting spread around in the mentality of people being like, hey, seeing that, something's wrong here.
Well, that clip has been seen by hundreds of thousands of people, Bobby.
Yes.
It is viral.
Yeah.
We're going viral.
Got a virus.
I'm got a virus.
Nope, no, that's the wrong kind of. That's the absolute wrong kind
Sound like a virus.
But that's fantastic because that means that people are paying attention to the meat and potatoes of this investigation and the cross-examination of all the pieces of evidence that Mr. Bobby Pavlovsky has put together in some really wonderful short attention span kind of pieces of media. And you guys should share those. You should give us more money.
Well, it's different from what you usually hear. Like all the regular things that are spoon-fed. Like that's why people want to know more. That's why people still talk about it. Like because everyone knows like this is okay. Like we don't believe what you're saying.
Right. Well, John Ramsey again. He goes to CrimeCon. He tries to capitalize on it, and again he's got this meeting coming up. So he tries to again throw in Othram, this DNA testing. CrimeCon again was going on the weekend of September 5th through the 7th. Started on a Thursday. Okay?
Did he?
Yeah, John Ramsey goes on the 6th. I believe his talk was Saturday night or Saturday evening. So the Boulder Police Department decides to, on the 6th, release a statement letting everybody know that the Colorado Bureau of Investigation has sent back items that were previously untested and items that were tested before to be retested with new types of
technology.
On the 6th they did that, Bobby?
But
my God.
I don't think they went with Othram here. So
No,
they blindsided it.
They did. So John, his whole weekend kind of moot.
Yeah.
His whole message.
Wow.
So I think that
Sandra
meeting
Bullock.
might have been scheduled with them to give him the update.
Yeah.
But then they might have been seeing John on all these things, kind of trash and not really, but like saying, we just need them to do this. Why aren't they doing this? And it's like, hey, now all your talking points are kind of out the fucking window.
Yeah, what you gonna do now, Holmes? We straight?
So there's new testing, guys. So
New testing.
This is exciting.
It's so exciting.
2025, new testing.
New testing.
New testing. New testing.
They are doing it, and we got that new mini-series coming up too.
Oh, that's right. With my favorite actress in the world, Melissa McCarthy.
I do love her.
Shut up! You only love her because I love her.
Also, so in that Gary Olive article, that was there was a whole article that was done about him being there, and that John didn't want to talk to him.
An article.
At the end of it, they did mention our good friend JT Colfax. They say Ramsey also revealed to the U.S. Sun this weekend how last year in Nashville, a man approached him to apologize for setting fire to his house in Boulder in the months following his daughter's tragic death. He walked up to me and said, "I'm the man who burned your house." He said, "I just said thanks for your apology." So.
What the?
Right. And and I just wanted to note that because JT popped into our YouTube on one of our streams and commented that he did not apologize. So we guys love you so much. Thanks for tuning in. Get excited for our next episode. It's gonna be juicy.
There's more.
It's gonna be real juicy, and we're gonna get some toilet paper for Bobby, okay? Because it's not right.
I just got into the store. It's not like an issue.
No, we could keep a pack in the car.
Yeah, I was just letting you know in case you
like
prepared yourself for a shit, because I know it's like a whole.
I got a now.
He has
Actually,
like a
now that
diaper
you mention it,
bag.
I really have to do
brewing
that.
process.
Right.
All right.
Well, God, it hurts. I'm cramping.
Right. Well, hey guys, subscribe to us on Patreon. Also join us as a YouTube member to get access to episodes early. So hey guys, I'm Bobby Pavlovsky.
And I'm Teddy Ronald Reagan Dismagias.
And this is
JonBenét Today. I love Bruce Springsteen because he gives small men a will to live, a reason to wake up in the morning and not murder or suicide their families.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, can you imagine being 5'4" and trying to
Hey, he ain't 5'4" when he's on stage to 250,000 people.
No, he's got.
He don't even pump his own gas.